Developing the quality of being a learner. A farmer went out to plant seeds. As he planted them, some fell by the wayside, were trampled down and devoured by the birds. Some seeds fell on the rocks, and as soon as they sprang up, they withered because of lack of nutrients. Other seed fell among the thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it. But other seeds fell on good ground. These seeds sprang up and yielded a crop 100 times greater. That's what learning is. Where do you fit in that group? You see, the seed that falls on the wayside, those are the people that have lost hope to learn. They don't have any hope to learn. They make no effort whatsoever to be a learner. So they fall by the wayside. There's no nutrients. What about the rocks, the seeds that fall by the rocks? Those are the ones that don't persist. See, if they fall on the rocks, they don't get any nutrients and they make no effort. They don't spread and try to find the nutrients. They don't persist, they just die. What about the ones that fall among the thorns? These are the ones with the peer pressure. Why do you sit at the front of the room? You're brown-nosing. Why do you always raise your hand? Why do you turn all your work in? See, this is peer pressure. And it's just like anything else. It's like we talked about before when you walk into a class and somebody says, "Hey, fatty, how you doing?" They want you to react. They want you to say something just as bad and move down there where they are. Well, it's just like this when they're trying to make fun of you for making good grades. See, it's a lot easier for them if everybody makes bad grades. They don't want to come up to the standard of making good grades. So they're going to be a thorn and they're going to pull you down. What about the good soil? These are you that learn to develop the quality of being a learner. You persist. You find the good soil. You may land on a rock, but you're going to find the good soil. You don't allow the thorns to affect you. You develop the quality of being a learner. I was fortunate to be a speaker at some coaching clinics during the course of my 40 years of coaching. The first time I ever spoke at a clinic, I was 26 years old. And I practiced from the day I got the call until the day I was going to speak, got in front of a mirror, gave that speech 100 times to Mary, and I was ready. And I walked up there, got on the stage, and I couldn't have been more ready. And right there sitting on the front row was Hayden Fry. Now, you young people don't know who Hayden Fry is. Hayden Fry was one of the best coaches that ever coached football in college. He was at SMU in North Texas and Iowa, and he never had a losing season. I mean, he was one of, if not the best coach that I knew at the time. And I didn't know him at the time, obviously. I could not speak. I couldn't remember anything else. And when I got through, first thing I did was I go to him and I said, "What are you doing here? Why would you come and listen to a 26-year-old high school coach?" And he said, "Coach, everybody knows something I don't know. Every person knows something I don't know. And they don't have to have a lot of titles beside their name, every person. And I can learn from everyone. And the day I quit learning is the day I quit growing. And I think about those seeds. See, he was a learner probably until the day he died. He never quit learning. He developed the quality of being a learner, and he never quit learning. From that day forward, I always thought about it, especially when I'd have a young coach that said that they weren't going to go listen to so-and-so lecture because he hadn't won so many games. And I would always think about Coach Fry. And I said, let me tell y'all a story. I'm sure they got tired of that story. But he was the perfect learner, the great role model for being a learner. See, you need to be the seed that falls on good soil. And if you don't fall on the good soil, you need to find the good soil. And don't let the thorns and the rocks and the birds get you. Find the good soil, develop the quality of being a learner, to be the best you, and learn how to be the best you that you can be.